Domination.
I never do folks your boy. I'm always going to do 5 numbers after the name. Little murder game over here. Y'all already know. A little Wasteland Wednesday. I believe this is the most kills I've ever gotten in the game. It's pretty much what we're going to witness over here. And I just wanted to share with y'all, man, because once again, shipment is power, man. I've been playing a lot of Domination lately. They had a lot of contracts and stuff for Dom. And I wasn't really playing Dom that much, you know. And I did a video about it the other day about how, like, contracts have really got me to, like, spread my wings and kind of, like, play a bunch of different modes, man. And it's one of the perks, one of the cool parts about, like, contract system and whatnot and how it's set up over here. And the coolest part is, kind of actually last week, like, I'm not really, like, Kevin asked me, like, what I'm looking for in these supply drops and whatnot. I'm not really looking for anything. I don't really care. Like, I honestly don't care. I have every weapon in the game except for, like, a sniper, which I don't really care about either, so it's cool. And I haven't gotten all the, I mainly got them, I guess, from supply drops and a handful of, like, contracts and whatnot, but mainly just random supply drops too, man. And I don't even, like, distinguish anymore between the rare and the regular supply drops, because I get, like, a lot of good stuff out of this. The regular supply drops are rare, so they've done a very good job, I think, balancing that out. Or maybe I've just gotten really lucky and therefore I'm skewed. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you don't have, like, any of the weapons or whatnot, but I kind of log in every couple days, and sometimes, I mean, it kind of goes through stretches. Depends on, like, my schedule and whatnot too. Like, on the weekends, a little more difficult for me to play, so I normally don't play. Which I said, like, every couple days. But during the week, I'm able to hop on there and log in and put in that work most days during the week and whatnot. So that's kind of how I do it. And I rack up. I rack up all the contracts and all the orders that kind of go together, and I just bang those out systematically. And I have a really good time doing it, man. Now, there's sometimes I don't, you know, and the only things that I don't touch are when there's, like, search and destroy contracts. Those I kind of look at and I'm like, nah, it's like, all right, y'all got those. I'm good. But aside from that, like, I pretty much play all the other ones, and it's cool because it gets me into, like, a mode like Domination over here. And Domination on shipment, man. So, let me tell you guys where I'm at right now on my classics, man. Because I've evolved, I've changed, I've moved on. You know, I'm kind of adapting to these new changes and whatnot. My shipment class has stayed the same. I have 2 versions of it. It kind of depends, but for the most part, I rock the armored version. I go with the armored division, and then I rock the PPSH extended mags on it, of course. The 50 bullets do make a difference, and the double C4s with Saboteur on it over there, so I can chuck them over here, man. It works for TDM, it works for Confirmed, but it really, really shines, I feel like, in Domination, which is why you're seeing over here, because, I mean, just the amount of kills I just get with tossing C4s onto B is out of control. It also depends on the opponents that you're playing. If you're playing guys that actually care about going for the objective, versus if you're playing guys that don't care about the objective. Because if you play guys that don't care about the objective, well, guess what? You ain't tossing anything on B because there ain't gonna be anything on B. But for the most part, what I found, at least like on shipment, is a lot of people are playing the objective, man. That's pretty cool, man. Because I'm always bum rushing B, I'm always bum rushing A. Instinctively, I kind of go for the objective, man. And the best part is, like, when mathematically I know we're not gonna win. Like, I kind of look at the score and I'm like, oh, hold up, yo, we're down like 55, and there's only, like, they only need like 10 more points, and I'm still, like, rushing B anyway. I'm like, whatever, I gotta get on that thing. I think it's instinctive just of how I want to win, and also just to get those points and to, like, level up and to just pad those stats. You know, it's kind of like a combo of all that kind of stuff that kind of happens over there. So that's kind of where I'm at with my shipment classes, you know. My regular class, I used to always run infantry with the bomb. And since these new updates and since they have rearranged stuff within the divisions, I'm not doing that anymore. I actually dropped the infantry and airborne divisions, those classes, altogether. Because an infantry, I feel bad for infantry because it still has its uses. Like, it reduces idle sway, for example. It kind of gives you stalker. Like, those are, like, big time, like, stuff that you could add over there in terms of, like, maximizing your you know, your damage output with your weapon. But I feel those are also humanly corrected. Like, I could fix those, you know. So what I'm running now is a combo of, I started onto the resistance because of the pings. I felt like that was, like, very important to me to kind of have, like, a little bit bigger mini map to see some pings and stuff like that and see where, like, people are at or whatever. And also lets you see, like, the guy's names from, like, really far away, so sometimes you could even see a guy, and sometimes it even glitches through walls and stuff. So if someone's, like, hugging a wall, you can see them. Or maybe, like, for example, your shipment, like, there'll be something in the crate, you'll pass by and you'll see their name. That kind of thing. That, I think, is more just unintentional than actually intentional. But either way, it still works for us. So I kind of started off with that. And I transitioned off of that to expeditionary. because that allows me to paint people on the map, right? It kind of gives me that recon pro type thing that was in Modern Warfare 3, where I could just, you know, flash or stun something and paint it on the map. Since we all classes have like a tactical slot on them, we all have like a flashbang. So I have a flashbang to toss to kind of check that out over there. The other big change I have, which I'm still not 100% sure if I'm going to stick with or not, and it kind of depends. For TDM, I'm doing, and I think I'm going to stick with this one, I'm running strictly blitzkrieg classes on TDM. Like, I'm playing this traditional, right? And I guess it's good or bad, you know, just because, I don't know. The score kind of matters, but I look at it a game like TDM, and I ran it sometimes on Dom as well, where I could get those 4 kills and get that UAV instead of having to get like 4 kill, 5 kill, whatever. Like, it feels like it's a little bit less kills, and they're rewarding you for the actual kill rather than all the objective stuff and all that stuff, which means that you won't be like extremely penalized. If, for example, like right here, I stepped off C for a hot second, I wasn't able to like fully cap it, but I got those like kills and whatnot, and I kind of made up for it. So I'm running blitzkrieg on TDM classes, and sometimes on Dom, because Dom they give you 50 points per kill, and that just wasn't enough. I believe they're updating it finally to 75, so we'll see what that goes. That'll kind of change how I play it. But the 50 to me just wasn't enough, so I sometimes ran it on that, which sucked though then, because you cap something you wouldn't get anything for it, but that's kind of the trade-off you're making with it. So I'm kind of running blitzkrieg. I have a couple classes that I'm still running ordnance with, specifically like my submachine gun classes, and then the rest I'm really running saboteur with the double C4s, man. And I ran the nade, like I loved running the Simtex on my infantry class, like my main class with the bar or whatnot. And now I'm kind of, I'm like just saboteur up, you know, and I lose the ordnance. I have to get a couple more points, whatever, for the actual streaks. Whatnot, but I don't know. I'm kind of alright with that. I've also pretty much dumped the care package altogether, and I'm running and not in this map, for example. Shipment I still kind of keep it small because it's crazy. But on other maps, where I feel a little more comfortable with, I'm running like the paratroopers up there instead. So I kind of go a little bit bigger, go home. And I've been getting them, and honestly, I don't know. I'm still torn by the paratroopers. Sometimes they'll come down, and I'll notice, like, hey, they got me like 3 or 4 kills, and other times they'll come down. I'm like, did they even do anything? Like, I didn't see them. I don't know. I don't really still fully get it over there. The other big change too is my main gun was the ball, and it's been that since I unlocked it. Like, I loved it. I'm slowly starting to fade off of it. Now there's some maps where I run like different guns, right? Like, so on Gustav, I think I mentioned this a couple videos ago. On Gustav and on London Docks, I'm submachine gun all the way. That's not even like a question. Flak Tower and Point the Hawk, shotgun all the way. Not even a question. The rest were bar classes for me. Now, I unlocked the Itram. It might be called the Itram, but whatever. The 4 or Itra, I don't know what you call it. But I like the Itra, the 4-round burst gun. I'm all in. Like, I have a bunch of classes for that. Like, I'm all in. I don't know, like, it is amazing. It is sensational. It's great, because it's great and it's not great. It's good. It's very good, I feel like, for longer engagements. For shorter engagements, I have a little more of an issue with it in particular. But for long-range engagements, I really be putting in that work with it. The issue with short-range engagements, even sometimes with long-range engagements, is if you miss that burst, you're kind of screwed. You know, with the bar, you kind of fix it up a little bit, but you're kind of screwed. I actually just unlocked the bayonet on it the other day. It took a minute to unlock the bayonet on it, man, for real. Like, the bayonet attachment, like, it takes a minute to unlock, which is fair because I feel like it's pretty powerful, but still, like, it just takes a long time to unlock the damn bayonet. So I locked the bayonet on, and we'll see how that goes in terms of helping me out, like, with the short-range kind of stuff. But we'll see how. But I'm excited to see that they have a long range. I can really put in some work, man. If you get like that whole burst on somebody, they're dead, and it shoots so quick that it actually like allows you to get like a second burst off pretty quickly, you know. So you kind of take advantage of that as well. I'm liking a lot the Itra, man. Let me know if you guys are using it, man. And I haven't even gotten a chance to use like the M2 or any of those other guns because of the power of the Itra. Like, what the Itra's been like able to do, I'm like, yo, hold up, like, this is like next level type stuff. Like, yo, like, I'm like putting in work over here. It just feels like a little bit easier for me to use that gun as opposed to like other weapons. in the game, and I don't know. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, man. I'm running a lot of 4-burst Itra, a lot of sea forage going on with the Saboteur, with the Expeditionary on to kind of paint the map and double down over here on the on that end. And also armor. I'm running a lot of armored as well, especially on Dom and stuff like that. When I play like Dom Hardpoint, I'll kind of throw that on there. War as well. My war classes really haven't fully changed. I'm kind of doing a little bit is bringing my war classes to the regular game. Is really like what I feel like I'm doing here, because a lot of the stuff was stuff that I did in war, and now I'm like, hold up, like I could do this in like the regular game and like put in some serious work against these like regular clowns, instead of just like saving this for war and like playing smart there. I could like play smart here. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But overall, I'm kind of liking this direction, especially with the way that the game is right now. I feel like it kind of fits in and suits very well for where we're at right now, the speed of the game, and painting people on the map with the expeditionary thing to me is so like powerful, because it helps out your team, and it also just helps you out too, man. You're able to see things, and you'll kind of like see where like the dots are coming from. And you gotta remember, this is a game where UAVs cost a good amount, and also a game where I just couldn't find that guy, and also a game where it's the mini-map's kind of small, so you can't really like see everybody over there, man. So we took the L, unfortunate, but we got 94 kills, man. That's what I want to show y'all, man. 94 and 50, almost a 2KD, still not a 2KD. We went out pretty handy at the end, man. We got the super kill. That's what you could do on this map. Deuces.